Hello, my name's Tim, and I'm going to be taking you through HorizonLens financial planning application. And in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at how to add in our income as a simple overview. And we do this inside my current situation. We click on where it says income, we get to this screen here, the income screen. And you're going to get some help here just to tell you what to do at the beginning, which is basically adding in any guaranteed income as well as your salary. We scroll down the bottom here is where we actually add the information. And we're going to start off and add in our salary. So just click on where it says salary. Now, if you're planning for two people, you're going to get the two buttons here. One is for the primary user and the other is for any secondary salary for your partner. If you're only planning for one person, then you're just going to get one button. So let's click add salary. Then we're going to be presented with this screen just here. You can call this salary whatever you want. So maybe it's the name of your job, for example. And let's put my job. And now you can enter in the actual amount. Now, most people think of salary in terms of that annual pay. So let's say, for example, that you're earning 25,000. Then it's going to automatically calculate the monthly equivalent for that. Now, if you think in terms of monthly salary, then you can pop in and change it to monthly. Now, of course, that's not going to be £25,000 a month, unless you're doing very well indeed. You might put in something like 28834. I'm going to leave it back to where it says annual. And it's going to give you a little bit of extra information here, including it says like from the age to your retirement. Okay, so now you can move on. You can also, of course, you can enter in, for example, if it's your partner rather than you. This is where you enter in your employment details. If you want to give your name of your employer, I might just put my employer. And now you're going to create your employment status, whether you're in your job currently, which will be set to active, whether you're planning to have this job. So you've just got a job offer. You're not going to start it for a little while, put plans. And also, if it's ended, you've just finished it, and you're going to then put the end date. So I'm just going to leave it at active at the moment. My start age of when I'm started, start month you want, and then your actual end date, which is going to default to your retirement date. Now I click on income growth. If you're lucky enough to have a job that's actually going to give you a pay increase every year, for example, a fixed amount, then you're going to specify that here. Maybe that'd be even generous and maybe give you like 5% or something. You can increase that. If it's just more likely to be inflation linked, then you can just click on the inflation link. And it's going to pick up the information that's already in assumptions based on the inflation linked level. Or if you're going to have an actual uplift, for example, a pay increase above that, you can then put in something like a nice bonus or juicy bonus, say 10%. I'm going to leave it at fixed here. And then the tax itself, tax handling, come into here. You can choose whether to apply tax. Most cases, you will leave it at the default, tax is applied, or if it's just tax-free, then you include it here. Maybe it's underneath the tax amount. And then this routing section is where you're going to send your any income in terms of the financial planning. Now, the income buffer is basically a special holding account where your money is going to get allocated, your income into this buffer for it to then use in financial planning. If you actually have a cash account set up, you can click on this and choose to go to the cash account. Now, I'm just going to leave it at the default of income buffer. Then just click save. Now you've got your information of your salary added in here. And of course, if you want to edit it, just click on edit, change the details. If you want to hit remove, just click remove. And if you have planning for a partner, just come in here and you can see it automatically defaults to a partner and you can enter in their details in the same way. And now there may be some other guaranteed retirement income. For example, if you're in the UK, you might get the state pension. You can click on that guy. So it says state pension. We're going to click on where it says add state pension at the bottom here. It's picked up the fact I'm in the UK and it's specified the amount of the state pension, 11,700. Starting age of 67 currently, and annual increase of 2.5%, which is what it is currently. Then on core details, you've already specified the age. You can change that if you particularly want to defer it. And you can change the annual amount here, whether it's for you or the partner. Annual increase, it's where you specify it here, 2.5%. And then tax handling, again, if it applies tax or if it's free of tax. And just like the salary, we can choose the writing where the actual income from the state pension goes. Click save, and now you have your state pension. If your partner is going to get a state pension, you can click on that and specify their details as well. And now that we've added in our main details, our salary and our state pension, what happens if we have some extra income in? Perhaps we have some sort of hobby that pays or a sideline. Then we click on show details here, and we have two extra tabs that appear, benefits and other income. If we click on other income first, we can click on add income here, and there may be a number of options. For example, so you have some rent income or maybe a side hustle or from business. Let's click on side hustle. We can put in whatever we want here. Perhaps we're a content creator or something like that. Specify the amounts. Let's say £200 a month or every N months or one-off. Just going to choose monthly. And then we have some options here. For example, we have time range. Click on that. We can specify the start and end age. We can choose whether it change over time. Fix 0%. Give it an annual increase. We can click on where we apply tax to the income stream. The reoccurrence, where it's monthly. And also click on where we want the income to go, just like we did in the salary, for example. Then click add. A very quick overview on how to add in your income into HorizonLens.